What is up, guys? Welcome back. It has been a while since I have done an episode of drinking and cooking, so I'm going to make this one a little bit special. First of all, you know what we got to do? I got to check out, make sure everything's running. You know what we got to do? I got to check out, make sure everything's running. All right, yeah, you hear it in the background. There it is. Going to turn it off. Making sure that microphone is working because last time it kind of shut off on me, so we don't want that. All right, so there's that. Cool. So microphone is up and running. Two, this wouldn't be called drinking and cooking if we didn't get a drink. So let's get a drink. This will go perfect with what we're cooking today. By way that I'm no way, shape, or form sponsored by anything. It's just a preference of mine. This is a Modelo Chelada. I love these things. All right, so if you can judge by the title, we are doing Mexican style quinoa stuffed poblano peppers. Now, this is a vegetarian dish with cheese. If you take the cheese off, it is vegan, completely 100% vegan. So I'm going to pan the camera down so you can see what we got going on over here. There we go. You can see that real well. You're going to see me do this real quick. Oh, there we go. Salud. Oh, that is delicious. All right, guys. So now I found this recipe online and I had to try it out. So I will be reading off what we're doing. I've got it on my phone. Of course I do. Technology is a wonderful thing. All right, check it out. What you're going to do is you're going to start with 6 poblano peppers. You're going to get your oven up to 425 degrees. You're going to put these in there for 15 minutes. Now you're going to turn them every 3 to 5 minutes so you get a nice coating and everything like that. Now, once they are out, you are going to put them in a container and cover them so they can sweat. Basically, what that will do is it will help loosen the skin. Now, I'm going to show you real quick. I've already done some, but I left one out right here. You can see it's nice and loose. So I'm going to clean that out real quick, and I will show you and set this to the side. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take our knife, cut down the center here. Now, as you can see, the skin wants to flip and fold right off, and that's a good thing. Get as much as you can off. If it doesn't all come off, that's not a bad thing. Trust me, it just helps with the texture of eating it later. So we're just going to keep. All right, come on. There we go. Just peel as much as you can off. All right, so then we're going to make 2 small incisions at the top, coming off to the side. All right, now this is the fun part. You kind of just flip it open like you're performing surgery. You're going to find that seed base at the top. Just kind of cut it off. Try not to cut all the way through the pepper. You don't have to get all the seeds out. This is not a hot pepper. At that point, you just hold it up, grab a spoon, kind of scrape what you can out. All right, so that's scraped down. Oops, stay up there, spoon. And then I just hold it out over the trash can, and then I get out my seeds. Now, these are not hot peppers. If anyone knows me, these things, you know I love hot peppers. So what you're going to do is just kind of leave that flipped open and just kind of push out the seeds as best you can. All right, then what you do, you're going to come over here. You're going to get a 9 by 13 dish, okay? And you're going to line them up. These are all split. These have all been skinned and de-seeded. We're going to put these off to the side. All right. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to make our center. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a little bit of oil in our pan. Okay? There we go. Woo. Try not to drip it everywhere. All right, we're going to get our fire going. And we're going to let this heat up just a little bit, all right? Now, what you want to do, your ingredients here. So we're going to go over everything. You want half of a red onion diced, okay? Then you are going to want 3/4 of a cup black bean, canned black bean, but wash it. Make sure it's washed. You also want 3/4 of a cup of fresh corn. Wash it. Then you want 2/3 of a cup tomato sauce. Okay. We're going to want 2 cups of cooked quinoa. Okay, off to the side. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to chop up some cilantro. You're going to need about 1/4 of a cup, and then rest to sprinkle over later. Now, here's the fun part. These are your aromatics. This is your garlic. This is your cumin. This is your coriander, and this is your cayenne pepper. Very little bit. What you're going to do, you're going to chop up about 3 cloves of garlic, diced really fine. You're going to add, let me make sure because I don't want to mess up on the spices here, because I do not want to tell you a wrong measurement on spice because that could mess up everything. Let's go to the phone. All right, that's what it is. No, go back. All right, so we're going to use 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 teaspoons of cumin, and then where is it? There's cumin, and 1 teaspoon ground coriander. Okay, there you go. That's all together. We will put that in here in just a minute. And then you're going to use the juice of 1 lime, or roughly about, what's it say here? If you're going by, if you don't have a fresh lime, you can use lime juice. And that'll be about 1 tablespoon of lime juice. So I'm just going to use 1 lime. Mine's fairly small. So at this point, with the oil heating up, we're going to add in our onion. All right. There it is, right underneath my stuff here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get this sauteing really nice. All right. We are going to add in our aromatics. Go ahead and get that a nice mix around. So you want your garlic, your onion, and your spices in. Okay. Trying to give these a flip around, make sure it's all mixed up really nice. Just like that. I'm going to set my stuff to the side when it's done. All right, hold on. I'm getting a phone call. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so we got our onion, our garlic, and our spices all in here right now. Now you're going to want to let this saute for about 2 to 3 minutes. And trust me, those smells are going to come at you. You're going to add your corn. You're going to add your black bean. You're going to add your quinoa. Now this came out in a chunk. You don't worry, you're going to press it down. It will. There you go. Just like that. And then you're going to come out and you're going to add your tomato sauce. Just like that. Come in with a pinch of salt. Okay. There we go. And now we're just going to mix this all up. I'm going to turn our fire down just a little bit. But what you want to do is make sure everything's very well incorporated. Give it a nice mix through. And believe me, guys, you can really smell this. Those aromatics are hitting. They smell amazing. Give this a few tosses. All right, so it's starting to want to stay on the sides. That means it's starting to cook in. Okay. All righty. Like I said, this part will go pretty quickly. Now, when you're done, you're going to turn your fire off. You're going to take cilantro, and yes, you will mix in some cilantro, not all of it, about 2 good-sized pinches, and then the juice of 1 lime. Okay, there's that one. All right, there's that one. Now you're just going to fold that, mix that all in. All right, at this time, while that's sitting, because it's still cooking, even though it's fire's turned off, it's still nice and warm. You've got everything mixed in, just like that. At this point, we're going to turn our oven on to, let me see, what was our oven at? Woo! Hands are a little wet. We are going to turn our oven on to 375 degrees. All right, we're going to preheat our oven to 375. Okay? So while it's preheating, we're going to come over here with our peppers. And now we're going to stuff our peppers. So we just open up our flaps that we've made. Come over here with your quinoa mix and just pile it in. Just like that. All right, so we open them up. Kind of shove it down in there best way you can. All right, this one. And it's kind of like just opening up a cavity and filling it all the way up best you can, as much as you can. And if it overflows the top, it's perfectly fine. All right, going on to our next one, if I can get to it. There we go. There it goes. Flap opened up on me. Alrighty. More here. Oh yeah, that looks delicious. Open up the flap on our second to last one. Sometimes it's a pain to open up these flaps because as you get down to the end, everything starts collapsing in on itself. Alrighty. Oh, drop some. Well, put that off to the side. Okay. Now for our last one. This is the one we just did, so it's still a little warm. So we're going to open him up right now. There we go. Get him open up. Another good spoonful in here. Like I said, guys, if these overfill, that's perfectly fine. We're going to be topping everything off. A little bit of Monterey Jack cheese. So you don't have to use all your fixing, only if you want to. But these guys are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, these guys are pretty well stuffed. All right, I'm going to come over here with our Monterey Jack cheese. There we go. And basically, we're just going to layer it on, just like that. We want this cheesy, ooey gooey. Now, like I said, guys, at this point, this was completely vegan up until the cheese. So once we had the cheese, it became vegetarian. But I like my cheese. So, like I said, we're just going to pile on the cheese. Because who doesn't love something cheesy? It's also Mexican. I mean, that's very much hand in hand on that one. Alrighty. All aspects are covered with cheese. But we want the cheese. Alright. There is the cheese. The cheese is pretty much covered. As you can see, I will bring this over here for you all so you can see. Alright, there are peppers. They are stuffed. They are covered with cheese. Now, once your oven reaches 375, you're going to want to cook this to 15 to 20 minutes. Okay? Hold on, I'm going to get some stuff out of the way here because I always told when I was younger, clean as you go, otherwise it just makes a mess. So I'm going to set these over here in the sink. I want to try a little bit of that quinoa I tried. Oh my God, that's delicious. So we're left with just the oil, that. Woo! Okay, so that, God, that's going to be good. So like I said, once your oven is up to 375, which you just heard it go off, you can take this, place it center rack for 15 to 20 minutes. Keep an eye on it. You don't want to burn your cheese. And I'm using a 9x13 Corningware set. So we're going to go right at about 17 minutes just to make sure. So we should be good on that. Woohoo! And that's it, guys. That is literally Mexican style quinoa stuffed poblano peppers. And it is vegan if you don't use the cheese, and it is vegetarian if you do use the cheese. Altogether, the food cost on this, spices, everything, you're looking at a meal under 30 bucks. And it should be filling. It's healthy. It's good for you. Prep time, about an hour, full time. Because I prepped everything before. That's the cutting, that's the everything. So, about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. So, once again, guys, thank you for tuning in to Drinking and Cooking. Salud. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon. You'll know when I do my next video. Granted, they are few and far between. But if you enjoy cooking, please follow. I try to make this as simple as possible for the simple man or woman who wants to cook good food and you don't have to go to culinary school. I did. I don't cook in the industry, but it's fun. I enjoy cooking. It's a passion of mine. And I hope you all enjoy cooking too. So remember, guys, if you're hungry, cook that shit. Demonetization, do not care. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will catch you all later.